right. Today we're going to work on a decisions program dealing with revolutions. We're about to enter a unit on the French Revolution. So it will be a good idea if we have a little bit of background on how a revolution works, what can be done to prevent a revolution, and you will be placed in a position where you will have to either stop a revolution or promote a revolution. You could either side with the revolutionaries, or you could side with
This is a case, this is actually based on a true case. And what you're going to see is an introduction that tells you about these pollution pirates, as they are called, people that dump waste. And what you have to figure out first, what you're looking for first, is clues to where they dumped it.
Oh, it says in his pack with the marine biologist, it says that there's a lot of tropical vegetation and marine creatures. And then the video showed like all the trees on the side and that stuff. So that could be a tropical vegetation.
And good morning, America. I'm Joan Lennon. It is Wednesday, January 25th, and I'm at the Northern Valley Regional High School in Demarest, New Jersey. And you know, our children spend so much of their time in school, and yet so often we don't really have a clue as to, you know, what's going on inside the school. And part of that, of course, is because schools are changing so much. So we are devoting this entire hour to finding out about life inside schools. Now, I want you to come into the media center of the library with me, where I'm being joined today by our science editor, Michael Gillen. He's at the computers, of course. What'd you learn, Michael?
Well, I've learned that this school is full of computers, Joan. You know, it's what's new in education.
Yeah.
But in a minute, we're going to go to another school and get some perspective.
If we listen carefully to what business is saying to us, if we listen carefully to what the President and the Commissioner of Education have asked us to do, we are providing our students with skills that will enable them to function better in society in the year 2000 and after.
I'm here with Bert Ammerman, the principal of Northern Valley. Good morning, Bert. Good morning. Disappointed to discover that only 31% of the teachers out there feel that their teaching has been enhanced effectively by technology. Is that what you're discovering here?
No, not at all. We've developed an extensive staff development program here for our teachers, and we have a phenomenal support system from our superintendent, Board of Education, and community. They put a high priority on education and appreciate the quality education we have, and continues to keep us at the forefront of education.
So you're not just into the bells and whistles, but the whole support network that goes with learning how to use that properly.
Absolutely, that's the key to excellence.
And we're going to put your system to the test right now. We got 4 model students, so excuse me, Bert. But here with me this morning, first of all, is Russell. And Russell is the fellow who has been having a conversation with Charlie back in the studio. And we're going to be back to you in just a minute, Russell. But right now, I want you to meet Sarah, and she's dealing with my favorite subject, geometry. What exactly are you doing, Sarah?
I'm measuring the angles of a triangle.
And I'm a teacher, so forgive me, pop quiz time, right? What's the total of the angles in a triangle?
180 degrees.
Oh my gosh, you're great. And you've discovered how to make that triangle look pretty snazzy, right? You want to show me?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Sarah. And over here we have Seth, and I think you have something to do with a frog here, right? How did I know?
Yeah, Michael, I'm simulating the dissection of a frog on the computer here. We can take the heart.
Yeah.
And
if it'll cooperate, right? It just won't come down. But you can actually analyze the heart as well.
I can get pictures of it and simulate it.
It's amazing. And of course, you don't get your hands dirty and you don't have to sacrifice the frog. Last but not least, we have Stephen here. And what are you doing? Composing music?
Well, right now, Michael, I'm composing music on the Finale 3.0 program where I learned last year in music history with my teacher, Mr. Cooper.
And these are notes that you think in your mind are going to sound great, right?
Well, you want to hear it now?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's hear it. Not bad. You know, I think you're having a little too much fun. Are you learning?
I'm learning a lot.
Thanks a lot, Stephen. And as promised, we're back here with Russell, and you guys are really chewing the fat. What is Charlie telling you here?
Well, actually, now we're talking about how you can use the internet and what I'm using it for.
Is he telling you all the secrets about the show?
Oh, not really.
Ah, doggone. Well, say hi to him and tell him he's missing all the action, would you please, Russell?
Sure.
And thanks very, very much.
Right now.
Joan, as you can see, the classroom is not anything like what it was when we were going to school. A lot of fun, and also taking the walls down from our schools, opening it up to the world. Back to you.
Okay, the class I'm taking is commercial art, and the assignment that we had to do here was our teacher, Mr. Lucia, she went through telephone books and newspapers all over the country, and she had to, well, actually, she took different articles or advertisements from different restaurants and like lighting companies, and she wanted us to design our own advertisements that would go in newspapers. And I just finished mine. I just have to ship this last line right here.
One of the greatest applications of the new technology is in the physics classroom, where here we can actually do a lot more detailed analysis in a lot less time, and at the same time gather very important techniques for data collection that is used currently in industry.
All right, now what we do here in the computers is we simulate the actual physical motion of the spring pendulum, the harmonic oscillator you saw over in the first table. And this is not the same pendulum, but the physics works exactly the same here in computer simulation. And they can plot out exactly the physical relationships here that would match up with what the other group was doing. And they find they have the same relationships in both places. So it's a really neat system.
Okay, hi, my name is Sam Nazari. I'm in my geometry class, and we're going to be constructing a rhombus today using a circle and two parallel lines. First, what we're going to do is construct a radius. What we're going to do is highlight.
Hello, my name is Beth Fisher, and I teach special education at Altapan. The technology that we're using this year, such as CD-ROMs especially, has enhanced the process for our students in terms of accessing information and the research that they're able to do, especially for the special education students, since going to the library and using regular books in the traditional way is very difficult for some of them.
Hi, I'm Kurt Ebersole. I'm Director of Bands here at Northern Valley Old Tapan, and we have some pretty exciting music software. What we're running here is a program called Encore, which is a music notation program. And what we have on the screen is an example of a Bach invention, which we can play through a MIDI adaptable keyboard here on the side very easily.
All right, but what did you learn today the most? What struck you the most?
That this is the school of the present, but also the school of the future. This is where we're heading.
We got to be getting ready for a changing world.
It's
well,
amazing.
We're going to sneak out of here, Charlie, playing hooky. Come on, Michael, before we get caught.
You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. You made me so very happy. You made me so very happy, baby. I'm so glad you came into